I'm Luis Santiago. I'm Luis Santiago. I host Velocity. I host Carfix on Velocity, and I build cars.
I'm Lewis Lee from All Ins Magazine, and I wish I could build cars.
I'm Lewis Lee Jr., and I'm just a punk kid who knows how to work Twitter. And
you're the one who knows how to make all of this work. What are you talking about?
I'm the guy who's just here trying to keep track of everyone and hopefully drive some traffic to the Blab because I think we got some interesting things to talk about coming up.
We do. Yep. We always have cool stuff. This is my youngest son. He's photobombing us.
And I'm Nick Santiago. I don't understand cars.
Same here, Nick. Yeah.
How you doing, Nick? I met Nick a couple years ago at SEMA. Is that who's there right now?
No, you met Nate.
Oh, okay. Nate and his girlfriend.
This is the youngest one.
Okay. How you doing, youngest one?
Doing good.
This is the 15-year-old. So.
Hey, Emily. What's up?
Hey, M's in. Jump in, Em. We got a seat for you.
Is Emily jumping in? Who's jumping in? Anyone? Somebody we jump in and ask questions. We have
Caitlin. Caitlin, thanks for coming on the Blab.
Any of you guys can. There's John. John's jumping in.
Hey, look at John's picture. Yeah,
it was all serious.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
You're so professional, and that's coming from a guy with a tie.
Well, I used to have I had a car-related podcast before podcasting, and that was the photo.
John, you're breaking up really bad, man.
Am I breaking up bad? I broke my good headset, so I went to Walgreens, walked a mile to get a headset just to talk.
Wow.
It sounds like crap?
No, it sounds good now.
You must have been leaning on it or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now you're fine.
Big industry news today.
What do you got?
Big.
Let's hear it.
Holly acquires MSD.
Holly?
Holly acquires MSD. Holly, Excel, MSD are all one company now.
But now, wait a second. MSD bought Mallory. What's going to happen to Mallory?
And Excel. It's all one company now, as of today.
Now, I was told MSD was going to kill Mallory. Is that true? Is that you know if that's still going to happen?
What I heard was just the Mallory Marine side. It was just Mallory Marine. Mallory Marine. Marine ignition, marine carburetors are already gone. Because Holly did the Mallory Marine carburetors too.
Right.
That was all good. That was all going away. Whole boat side.
But what about the Mallory distributors, like the Unilite and all that? Because they were good.
Well, it depends on what they do. Now think about what you have now. You have one company that owns every carburetor, every ignition system, the top 3 fuel injection systems, one of the best header companies, and the only nitrous company that people believe in. I mean, that's a huge brand advantage that Holly has now in their wheelhouse.
No kidding.
And RacePack.
Oh, I didn't know they owned RacePack too.
RacePack's part of MSD.
Oh, that's right, they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
that's a monster now.
That news came out today.
And of course, B&M was sold again too, a couple weeks ago.
B&M was sold again?
The B&M Flowmaster Group, yeah, it's all been sold again.
Wow, who bought them?
I forgot. Another holding company, another equity company.
Another, yeah. Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Do you see why I like being where I am right now? I'm still in the industry, but I'm on the marketing side. Because who knows what that? I mean, actually, it's an opportunity for me. I can see it opening a good opportunity for me, but I think it's gonna be tough for the industry. All like big news. I mean, it's gonna change the dynamic of what's going on there.
Well, the thing is you've got a couple of groups controlling everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the problem that I see right out of the box. Because what happens now is, these guys are going to pick and choose what they want. What? Like, just for argument's sake, the Mallory Unilite. That's a good distributor. It's been around for a long time. I've got 3 of them now. If they decide to kill it, I've got junk. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with my distributors, you know what I mean? But once the photo cell goes, they decided they don't want to make them anymore. You're done. Now you're buying another distributor. And quite honestly, I don't like MSD distributors because the caps are garbage. That they get corrosion in them, and then you have nothing but problems. I'm just gonna say it. One of the guys that I've had discussions with at MSD said flat out that their caps are junk. That when they tell you that, there's a problem.
And that may be where you see them streamline all the business units to what just take all and cherry pick all the good stuff. And that is a good concern that you have, that they could cherry pick all the good stuff from all the brands and just take that and run with it. Remember, it's all about margin too. If it doesn't make good margin, it's gone.
Yeah, but the thing is there's so much stuff in the market, nothing makes good margin, and then they took it all over to China, so now it's all garbage.
Yeah,
I mean, look at some of the stuff that they sell now that they say is good stuff. I mean, I get Mustang K members in, and I put them in guys' cars, and a lot of these guys will bring me a K member, and I can tell you right now, if they bring me a QA1, I don't put it in. I don't, because it's junk. And I've talked to QA1 several times over the years, and one of them finally told me, said, "Look, man, the fixture's overseas. We can't fix it." So, what am I supposed to do? Because now the issue becomes, you bring me a QA1 K member, and I'm going to tell you, "Oh yeah, I got to cut it up." That's not what you want to hear after you just spent a bunch of your money on it.
Aftermarket parts are always modified.
Yeah, but John, I mean, they must have used a car that must have been punched in the nose, because it's not modified, dude. You got to cut the whole mount off and move it. The whole position is like, whoop. Okay, now it fits.
Wow.
Hey, Lou.
Huh.
Hey, we got some people chiming in with their first cars. That was our topic.
All right, let me jump out then.
Jump out. We'll talk to you later. We'll talk about that later. All right, later.
Go ahead, Lewis. What we got?
So Justin, he says that his first car was a '99
Justin,
Honda
get in. Tell Justin to
CR-V.
get in.
He says he's good for now, but he's going to let us know.
He's good for now.
Yeah.
No, here he is. He's jumping in.
I'll hop in. How's it going, guys?
Hey,
Justin. What are you scared? Come on, man. Work with it.
No. I came in and I heard B&M and K. I was like, okay, what are we talking about? So that's why I was like, I'm good for now. Let me see what exactly in cars we're talking about.
I'll get you up to speed. John Sonnefeld is a friend of ours, and he's in the industry. He worked with Eaton and Car Cover. I mean, he's a marketing guy. Mm-hmm. And he just told us that MSD was purchased by Holley.
Okay.
Holley's created a big conglomerate where they own Excel. They bought a bunch of stuff. They bought I think they bought the Prestolite Group, which used to be Mr. Gasket, and then now they just bought MSD, which is also Race Pack and a couple other things. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
What's going to be crazy about it?
Well, what it is like John was saying, you've got one company that has, the three big fuel injection outfits, because Excel has fuel injection, which is really good. Then there's the Holley setup, and then MSD has Atomic EFI. So they have the three major players right there in EFI.
All in one box.
All in one box. And, Holley sells all the intake manifolds and fuel systems, carburetors and all that. So they own all of that. The only carburetor outside of a Holley is an Edelbrock, which is a copy of an old Carter AFB from the 60s and 70s. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they went bankrupt. They went bankrupt somewhere in the late 70s, like 78, 79. And then they were bought. They went into bankruptcy. They disappeared for a little while. Then Weber picked them up. Once Weber picked them up, they made one or two minor changes on it, and they re-released it. And then Edelbrock bought it from Weber. So now you've got, those are the only two real carburetors left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, so Holley's got a pretty hefty chunk of the market now because of this.
Wow.
So that's what they are, yeah.
So,
and John said, and Diablo Sport and Quick Fuel. Holley owns them too. So, dude, there's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, taking over the world.
Yeah.
So, Justin, you said your dream car was the '67 GTX convertible.
Yeah, black on black convertible Hemi. As far as I understand, there's only right now about, gosh, I don't even know, 200 in like
it's not many.
in mint condition, and I think I look and they start around low to mid 60,000 and go up from there.
Louis probably has one behind his garage.
Huh?
So Louis probably has one behind his garage somewhere.
Mine would be
How much you want for it?
Mine would be a 69 GTX. I'd do a 69.
Any particular reason why?
I just like the 69. If I did a 66, 67 like a GTX or a Belvedere or a Coronet, I would have to do a hardtop. Man, I just love that square body.
Yeah. Believe it or not, the first time I saw the car, I was even like aware that it existed, was watching the show. Do you guys remember the show Angel? It was a spin-off show of Buckingham. I saw that and I'm like, what is that? Because I was like, is it this? Is that? I took a couple like guesses of what it might be and who might make it. And I was like, wrong. And then finally I just switched the Google search and I was like, what car does Angel drive? And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
that's where I first saw it. Yeah.
They're a very cool car.
Yeah.
Emily said her first car was a Ford Tempo. Yes. You know why I remember the Tempo? Remember Bill Glynn used to run one. Or am I going way back here?
You're going way back.
probably one like that.
We know that one.
Did you guys already share your first car? I'm curious.
No.
My first car was a 396 4-speed 67 Impala.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my uncle had one.
My first car.
It was around 67, 68, 69. But yeah.
It was a cool car. Lou, what was your first car? Older Lou.
Mine was a 73 Olds Cutlass Supreme.
Ah.
And it was a runner.
Did it have a 350 in it? Did it have a 350 rocket in it?
Yep. That thing floated. It bounced up and down while I was going down the freeway, but it took care of business.
For cars, I was born in the wrong era.
Yeah, right.
Lou,
Lou, what did you have? I had dark tinted windows.
Lou, what did you have?
My first car was a 1999 Chevy Cavalier, and it didn't have paint. It didn't have paint all around it. But here's the thing, I love that car, and here's why. I'm from northeastern Ohio, so it gets really, really cold. And for some reason, I don't know why it worked this way, but as soon as I turned on the car, it could have been January. I could have clicked on the heat, and it would have blown hot air. It was weird. It was blowing hot air as soon as I turned on the car. I don't know if it was like the heat from the engine, like just coming through or something like that. But I had a couple, I took a couple people on dates in that car. I used it for 4 years. It got me to point A to point B, and it kept me warm. So no complaints here. I named it Sharon. That's what I named her. I named her Sharon. And
it had paint on half the car.
And I was trying to measure it one day, and I was just trying to kind of like a Neanderthal, trying to measure it with my wingspan. And
it's about
So because I knew what my wingspan was, and I go out and I'm measuring the front with it, and my younger sister comes out, and it looks like I'm hugging the car because I'm trying to measure with my wingspan. So she's like, "Yeah, there's something wrong with him. He loves his Cavalier."
That's an episode of My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, let's see. My friends. Female friends, of course, right when that movie was it How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, they nicknamed my car Princess Sophia.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. I got you behind the
But no, Justin,
and it stuck.
Justin, I agree with you. I mean, I was born in the wrong era. It's like, there's guys that talk about, when they were our age, how, I paid my way through school and, I had this car, I had that car. And it's just like a different era now. It's like a different world where things take a little bit longer to accumulate. So,
well, I think also the love affair with the car is gone.
But
really.
But is is it? Or can you blame the consumer, or can you blame the industry for like not making that much of attractive vehicles?
I think it's both.
Yeah,
both.
I think it's both of them, because, and the reason why I say that is because you've got the bean counters now, running the companies, and they're like, oh, if we take this clip out, we'll save $10 million, and we'll make it out of plastic, and then you've got all the safety regulations that have come about because of all this stuff, because people can't drive.
Well, and even outside of the industry, I think the whole concept and ideal of what like having a car and transportation means has changed, because like before, if you think about it, like growing up, even before you could ride a bicycle, it's like, who's my family in my house, and then who can I walk to, and then it was like a bicycle, and you can go a little bit further, you get more freedom, and then it was like you had a car, and you even have more freedom because you can go outside of this, go to the next city and everything, and now your the potential for your social circle grows. But then that was all before the internet, and now people are like, I can connect, like I don't even ask where each of you guys are from, but it's like, even if I had a freaking Bugatti Veyron, or I could have a 2,000 horsepower car, I can get to you guys faster with a click of a button.
Yeah, that's
now still, people who love cars are still going to love cars, but people who are like had a car and they liked it, but it was just a way of expanding, like having more freedom and getting to get to people. I'm like, I talk to people in different countries all the time at the speed of the internet. I click a button and they're there. And yeah, it's not the same thing as being in person, definitely. I recognize that. But it's like that also, I think, has changed people's, like, before it's like, I need a car. And now it's like, sometimes it's like, it's just, it'd be nice to have, but maybe I don't need it because I have access to the world. Like,
but I get what you're saying, Justin. But I mean, I think a lot of it is that cars just aren't, like, when you look at the older cars, it's like the love affair is gone.
Oh yeah. They don't have the character.
Look the same now. It's like one guy designed it and he's gone to everybody, and he's designed the same.
Oh no, I definitely agree.
And I think that's killed a lot of it too. I hate to say it, but I think that's killed a lot of it too. You know what? Yeah. Why should I buy a Ford Focus when I can buy a Honda that looks just like it with a different grill? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
You get the same gas mileage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. And then they share, they're sharing so much stuff, like the Scion, the FJ, I think it is, the sporty Scion that they came out with, that has a Subaru Boxster engine in it.
Yep.
They paid for a Boxster engine.
And I think even stock with Prius tires and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so, I mean, I just think for that reason, it's all gone. So I don't know. Yeah,
I definitely agree. It's not this, like, again, there's great safe and transportation devices out today. Not if you want to say cars, but you can't. There's no way. Even if you're someone who loves the environment, and everything, there's no way that you can get as excited over the newest Prius as you can, like, a Xiaomi GT or anything, a Corvette, any of your guys' first cars. It's like, you can't. It's not the same.
Well, hey, wait a second. Somebody just typed in they just said they had a 70 GS 455. We need to talk to them.
Where was that? I missed it.
Okay, Justin. We're gonna let some other people jump in.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for having me on,
dude. No problem.
All right, appreciate it.
We're gonna try.
Hey, Justin, we have this every Wednesday. So yeah,
okay,
Wednesday,
cool.
If you want to come back and join, you know where to find us.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, thanks,
Justin.
All right, bye.
Hey, Chad, my buddy Chad's on here. Hey, Louis, he has a Camaro that he's running 5 point something in the eighth. In the eighth,
it's a bitchin'
He's
Camaro.
Killing it.
Oh yeah. Camaros, it's bitchin' Camaro.
yeah.
Oh, it's Kurt. It's Kurt. We had his book on the show.
How you doing, Lou?
What's up, Curtis? How you doing, man?
All right.
So how did you find us?
I don't know. I just saw Twitter with you on it tonight, and I was
I
was like, I wonder how that works. So this is the first time I've used it.
Don't feel bad. This is the second time I've used it.
Yeah, Lou's new too. All right, we have 13 people in the chat room right now. If everybody can tweet a little bird, would be cool.
Yeah, tweet a little bird
coming in.
and make sure you guys, if you have a question or about your first car, make sure you go /Q and then the first car, so that way it pops up easier on the sidebar.
Got you. So how's the Buick doing, Curtis?
I have had zero problems, and I've driven it more in the last year than I ever had before.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm really liking it. It gets a lot of looks at car shows, and the Duster that you just did. I kind of know Dale, so two of us are going to meet up at a car show hopefully soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the show where we put the 4-speed in the Buick, the silver Buick GS? Lou, did you see that?
No, I didn't.
We did a 70 Buick GS 455 car. We took the turbo 400 out and put a 4-speed in it, and we did the swap. Hold on a second, guys. Everyone, can you give me some water? There's spooge from their drinks floating in there. Yeah, we did. We put a rock crusher in it, so it's 4-speed. Yeah, and here's the cool thing now. Here's the cool thing. We didn't know this, but when we got the car done, Jared took the car back to Jared because Jared took the car back to Curtis because I had to go back home. Curtis never drove a 4-speed before, so he learned. So Jared had to give him a crash lesson on how to drive it. So it's all worked out.
It was, right?
So it's cool, man.
It was, yeah. I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat.
Awesome.
We have someone right here. Said their first car was a 1973 Plymouth
Valari.
Valari?
Yeah.
What is your guys' thoughts on that?
Dude, I remember those. That was like the dark days of Chrysler. You remember them, Curtis?
My mom had one of those.
Not one of my favorites. That's for
the tops of the fender. They didn't have inner wheel wells. They had a stamped inner wheel well like Chryslers typically do. But then once it got past that, the fender was the wheel well. So they used to rot right behind the headlight. They used to rot out. And then that's how it just killed them. So what they had to do is there was a body shop when I was in high school. I worked in a body shop for a while, sweeping up and just seeing if I liked body work. And what I would have to do is take the fenders off, give them to the painter, and then the painter would paint inside of them because all they had was primer in there. They didn't even paint them from the factory. So he would do like whatever color he had in the gun, just shoot some paint, put it back on, and then send it on its way. Yep, I remember them.
And then, so we got Ray Summers. She said if she had to choose between the two cars, it'd be the 81 Cutlass Supreme or the 84 full-size Jimmy. Thoughts on that?
I had an 81 Cutlass. I'm a big Cutlass guy. I had a 79, a 73, a 72.
God damn.
So I like all the Cutlass. Listen, I don't want to tell you how many cars I've had, but Cutlass is on the big time list.
I'd do the Jimmy.
I always have body style, but I think I'd have to go with the Jimmy.
Well, and see, and who's got the Jimmy? Who is it?
It's Ray Summers.
Ray, you can get some really cool stuff for that thing. You can get a the front end comes out in 13 bolts. So you unbolt the front end. You can get another front end. Scott's Hot Rod sells them Porterbuilt fabrication out of Arizona. Out of the box, you could lower that thing 8 inches, bam, in the dirt. And then just do a 4-bar on the rear and you're rolling. And you're cool. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you're looking good rolling with that.
I'm telling you. And then you get a set of 20s all the way around. You're rolling, man. You're styling.
She says that she has an Escalade now. Whatever happened to the Escalade after MTV Cribs went off air? It's just like those things declined in popularity.
Expensive, man. Dude, that thing ain't cheap. What year Escalade is it? Does she say?
92.
92. So that would be okay. That's
Oh, O2.
O2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can get drop spindles for that, but they're super expensive. You can still put it in the dirt.
Louis likes his cars low.
True. Very true.
Somebody's got a 79 Pontiac Grand Prix with a 455 in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my buddy Chad.
You do a stroke.
Chad, why is your name under Chelsea? Or is this your ladies page?
You can put a stroker kit in that thing. That's what you need to do next on yours, Curtis, is a stroker kit.
Can they do that? For
I think Eagle makes one. I think Eagle makes it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a fuel injection would be my next thing. I think that's pretty cool.
The Atomic is good.
I watched you guys put that on Dale's car. It gave me the itch.
That's a good setup. The Atomic is good, and it learns as you go.
Right.
So that makes it even better. Yeah.
First car was a 92 Mustang LX.
Fox body.
It was a four-cylinder.
I'm mini tubbing one of them right now.
And I told them 8-cylinder.
Yeah, I'm mini tubbing one of them right now. It's like that's what I'm doing right now in the shop. I'm on the downhill run now. I got the rear end in place, so now I'm going to do the tubs and then I'm going to do the cage. Yeah.
You put pictures of recently that on your forum?
No, I haven't. I've had this one longer than I should because what happened is it's some class and you can't go cutting out a bunch of stuff and just building everything. Like you got to keep frame rails and a bunch of other stuff. So it's I just been working it to make it right because I've never done one like this.
We just had a celebrity enter the chat room. Ray.
Ray's. Oh my God, Ray.
Ray, you got to hit the jump in the seat. Ray. Okay, people, this is going to get a little stupid with Ray in here.
Ray. Just to let you know, Curtis, Ray's up in Canada. He's a Puerto Rican dude from Jersey who now lives in Canada.
On a reservation. On an Indian reservation.
Yeah, on an Indian reservation. So he's just a train wreck.
Yeah, he's blinking.
Yeah, I don't know. They must not have good internet up in Canada.
You got to hit the switch.
Curtis froze. I think we lost Kurt. And I think Ray froze. There's Curtis. Curtis is walking around the house. He's showing off.
I had to move around.
Ray, is your camera on?
Bit.
You there, Curtis?
Okay.
Curtis just left.
Curtis,
we lost Curtis.
He dropped off.
Somebody jump in.
Anybody else want to jump in?
What is Ray doing?
I don't know. He's blinking. I see his face just keep blinking at me.
I'm going to give him props for blinking. I'm giving him props for blinking.
Yeah, me too. I hit him too. Let's see. Who else? Somebody jump in. Let's see who else is here.
I choose Plexus. She's lifting her hubby's 99 Yukon Denali. And she's repainting. Okay. Damn.
I don't know what's going on, Ray.
Curtis rolled out.
Ray, okay, somebody else jump in. Where's Chad?
Oh, really? Someone jump in.
Don't be scared. Hit the button.
Somebody. Anybody.
All right, Ray, try again. Okay, wait. Let's see if we can get him this time. We got an open seat. Somebody jump in. Ray, we got him.
Uh-oh.
Call the police.
Now. There he is. He's so dark you can't see him.
We can't hear you. Where's your mic? Yeah, turn your mic on.
I got the mic.
Ray, you gotta be 10%.
Okay, there you go. We hear you.
I still don't hear him. Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him. There he is.
There he goes.
Well, we can't see you. You look like Q.
Oh.
Turn the lights on in there.
Quit creeping. Now he's gonna take care of his lights. Hey man, did you Castro in that picture?
It did look like him, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Somebody else jump in too. We got an open seat.
These guys are fucking crazy.
What's going on, Ray Ray? What's happening? Are you in New York or are you in Canada?
I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
Not Canada.
Canada.
Not
Ray, tell the people on the blob here who you are.
Trust me, they probably know who the hell I am. I don't need to explain myself.
Do it, Ray. Do it, Ray. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, man.
25 minutes remaining. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we started doing this last week. We tested it out last week. We went for an hour.
And I apologized. I missed it because I was doing something. And before you know it, it was like 10 o'clock. So I missed it. And you can still see the chats. I guess it gets recorded.
Yeah, yeah, it records. And you can go back.
And basically, you know, the reason why I also came on here, I don't know. I've been watching the show Penn and Teller. Have you ever seen that? They're the magicians.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we've seen them.
They what they do is they have these magicians to try to trick them on the magic act. And why I'm bringing this topic up, I'm trying to remember. Was it you, Lou, that was with me when we saw the Chris Angel show?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray. I was with the JRD guys, and yeah.
Yeah, that's the time that motherfucker was going to throw me out, right?
Yeah, yeah. That show was horrible, man. Oh my god.
I'm going to tell you something. That guy is sick. He's not all up in there, but to point me out out of the whole people of the audience, you remember that?
Yeah. Here's what happened, Lou. Ray was sitting somewhere else. Me and three other guys.
Me and Phil.
3 rows from the front. We're right in the middle, right? And all 3 of us are sitting there sleeping. We're snoring. And Chris Angel points out Ray somewhere else. You get him out of here. He shouldn't be sleeping in my show. And we're stomped out.
No. It wasn't sleeping on the show.
Okay.
It was he was doing this weird trick dangling from somewhere, and he came right above me on my head. Remember that? Then the lights went out.
Ray, I was snoring.
Then wait a minute. Then the lights went out. Then the security guards come up to me and say, "You," and they pointed at me. They thought my medallion that was glowing was a camera.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
I was asleep, man.
It was a joke. It was a joke. But it just brought me that memories and shit. But the things that we can talk about will get us in trouble.
Oh, God.
This is a great platform, man. So, Ray, tell us what your first car was.
What was
your first car, Ray?
What was your first car? Your first automobile? They got them in Puerto Rico. What was it?
Don't even go there. We'll go on that topic in a little bit because I got an idea. But the first car I owned was a Mustang.
He can't even remember what his first car was, Lou.
Dude, you know what I mean?
He can't remember. He was like deep in thought.
Yeah, wait a minute. My first car I had my lesson on was
no, Ray. What was the first car you bought? You paid for
a '71 Mustang.
Okay.
It was a diesel.
He's telling us about driving lessons.
It was a 3P green with the V8.
Oh my God!
Oh, it was.
You're gonna tell us about his driving lessons, Lou.
I had that in high school. What kind of car you had in high school?
I'm gonna give him props just for that.
Well, wait.
Here we go.
Yeah, we give you claps.
What kind of car you had in the high school time?
I had a '67 Chevy Impala 396 4-speed car, and I used to drive it with no tags, no nothing, because I couldn't afford anything, so I drove it anyway. It wasn't even registered in my name. At that time,
I was the only one with the Mustang. Everybody else had a fucking Porsche, a Datsun, all these other imports.
It's a porch.
Porsche.
It's a porch.
Porsche. 994. Was it? Yeah, 94.
Porch.
Yeah.
It's a porch.
Okay, a porch. And the other guy had a Datsun 260. All the other guys, they're motorcycles. In those days, you know, motorcycle was the thing for the high school guys. Easy on gas.
Where was that?
Huh?
Where was that?
In Jersey.
See, where we were, it was cars. It was hot rods.
It was New Jersey. New Jersey. See, I live right at the border of New York and New Jersey. Same thing with New York, motorcycles. Because you know why? There's no parking for cars. Motorcycles, you can park them anywhere.
Yeah, that's
go
true.
anywhere. You can park it anywhere, and it was great. But thinking of Puerto Rico, there's this show that I'm really hooked on. It's called Cuba Chrome. You seen that?
Cuban Chrome, yeah. Cuban Chrome, yeah.
I've seen the advertisement. I've never seen it.
A very good show, and it boggles my mind that they can't get parts for those vehicles.
Because of the embargo, they couldn't get parts in.
Can't get them in.
But wait a minute, isn't the embargo lifted?
Now it is.
So don't you think it's a good idea to open up a motherfucking parts store and start making some money?
Money?
Huh? What?
No money?
What do you mean there's no money?
They got like they got the Cuban federal dollar or something. There's two types of money there.
Well, let me tell you something. If that Cuban guy can cough up $1,500,
you give him anything you want, son.
Call me Fidel, and I'll go over there and open up my own damn parts store.
Well, let's do it, Ray. Because you can go there now for tourism. They just lifted that.
I know, yeah.
They lifted that about 3 months ago.
That for us.
Yeah.
See, my luck is I'll go down there and they'll cancel it, and then we'll be trapped.
That's why
I get back home.
That's why I went and got the Canadian passport and American passport, so nobody can tell me anything. I'm a dual citizen spy. What's your schedule for SEMA? You're going today? Going this year?
Yeah, I'm going. I'll be there, and I'll be in Chicago Pneumatics booth, and I'm gonna spend some time at JRD's booth, the glass guys,
right?
And Prothane. I owe Prothane from last year because remember I was sick as a dog.
Oh yeah, the time we were mute, we were doing sign language.
Yeah, so I owe Prothane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook them. I'm gonna go back and hang out in their booth.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
He's gonna be at the All In booth too.
And I'm gonna be hanging out with Lou in the All In booth. Yeah, All In booth.
Lou, don't go there. You ain't got no.
I am, man.
Don't go there, Lou. I'm gonna change your names. Lou is Lou Santiago. Lee is Master Lee. Why do we call him Master Lee?
All right.
Screw ups. I told this guy to book me a room. Do me a favor. We're gonna go to LA. We're gonna go to Vegas. Fine. You're in charge of booking the rooms. No problem. I got that covered. Like
I did.
So we got the hotel room. Let me tell you something. I was better off staying at a gangster's house than staying at that damn hotel.
Hey,
Q ain't no gangster. Don't talk about him like that.
No. No.
Listen, one mishap with the hotel, and I got to hear it for 10 years.
Me in this hotel, the bed was so thin that you can feel the mattress springs. Better off.
Did the roach tell you to move over?
Wait. Better yet, the walls were so thin, we can hear the next door neighbor having sex. That's bad.
And it wasn't long. It was like 2 minutes. It was like, man, he's done already? Poor guy. Or poor girl.
That's bad.
Oh, dude.
All right, let's get somebody to jump in here.
Okay,
someone's got to jump. Gary Anderson.
Yeah, Gary, jump in. We got an open seat.
Now, Lee, how was that show with Motor City when they stopped by?
You know what? It got canceled. Hold on. Let me let Gary in.
Gary's coming in. Come on, Gary. I'm going to give him props just for coming in because I can.
Yeah, because you can.
So what's the deal with the props?
I don't know.
letting people know that you like what they say, or if they're doing something good. Here, I'll give you a couple, Ray. There you go.
Come on, Gary.
So let's give Gary props.
Here's Gary.
Here's Gary.
How you doing, Gary?
Well, let's get Gary close to our numbers. He's only got six. There you go. See, Gary? We got 110. Now you're.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Gary?
Not much.
What was your first car?
Believe it or not, it was 1959 DeSoto.
Oh, awesome!
With a push-button transmission.
Yeah. Did it have the Red Ram Hemi in it? Wasn't that would be a Red Ram, right? The DeSoto Hemi?
It was a Dodge DeSoto, I believe. It had a 383 in it, so it had to have been a Dodge product.
Okay, I didn't know back. I didn't know
that they had the old wing fenders on the back.
Yeah.
It looked almost like the Batmobile.
That's awesome. 2-door or 4-door?
In fact, I had it in high school, and my friends all called me Batman because I drove that black Dodge Dakota DeSoto around.
That's awesome.
I remember it had a push button on the push button shift on the dash.
On the dash, yep.
Yeah. Cool. That is cool.
And I was actually the second owner. It was my step grandmother that had it, and she bought it brand new.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got it in 1975.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Very cool. So it was a push button DeSoto. Was it a 2-door or 4-door?
4-door.
Cool. Very cool car. That had all kinds of chrome on it and everything, man.
Yeah, my mom had a gray one.
Yep.
Damn. That's neat.
Well,
Ray, what are you doing over there?
I screwed up the battery on the computer is ready to go.
Well, go do what you got to do.
But next week I'll catch you, and I'm gonna have a special guest with me.
All right, do it.
All right,
sounds good.
Catch you later.
All right, Ray.
Bye.
I'll get that hotel room, Ray.
I'm not going this year.
No.
No.
Why not? Wait, hey, you gotta go. No, he's out. Okay, who we got? Let's see. We got anybody else in?
So Gary, you got
Yeah.
What do you drive now? You got a hot rod now?
No.
Okay.
No, I just got a Dodge Dakota 4x4, 91.
Okay. And so it's just your daily driver.
Yeah.
Got you. Are you gonna do anything with it?
I've had that thing since I've had it about 10, 11 years.
Oh wow! So you've had it a while. Very cool.
Yeah.
I got a.
Actually, I've got it longer than that, I believe.
I've got a little S10.
No, I've had
S10 pickup. I'm gonna start messing with. Yeah, something to do. Yeah.
Yeah. When I bought this one, they told me it was getting ready to blow a head gasket, and no, I drove it for about 80 miles, and it snapped the number one rod cap head bolt.
Yeah.
Or the bolt, and cap spun around and beat the bottom of the block out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go get a used engine for it. So the engine that's in it has got 30,000 less than the drivetrain on it.
Got you.
And the engine now has 220,000 miles on the engine now.
Damn.
And it still runs like a champ. Got the 318 Dodge in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas hog.
Gets lousy gas around town, but on the freeway it does pretty good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, those things are a beast.
Dude, there's millions of 318s. My God, they made them things for so long. It's not even funny. Man.
Oh, yeah, they're one of the better engines. I mean, and this one's a workhorse. The more of a load I have in the truck, the better mileage I get.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, we got Rob in the house.
I'm asking him to join in right now. See what he's got. See what kind of car he drove. See what his first car was. Come on, Rob, jump in. Rob. Someone's coming.
Oh, here he is.
Is he coming?
He's coming.
There he is.
Yep.
Yeah, let me get this mic and camera set up here real quick, boys. You guys.
Okay, Gary, we're gonna let some other people jump in. We appreciate you stopping by, and we're gonna do this every Wednesday at 9:00.
Take it easy.
You guys
Rob.
have a good night.
Thanks. You too. All right, who we have here? Somebody jump in.
We got a mod. A mod, I think he's still around.
Yeah, I'm getting there too. Just about ready, boys.
See if mod jumps in here. There's Rob. What up, Rob?
What's up, gentlemen?
What are you doing, man?
Oh, not too much, boys. Not too much. Let's see here. Oh. This is the one I wish I had right here.
Oh
yeah. or at least a little bit bigger size.
Yeah, that's the 164th. So.
So what was your first one?
Man, it wasn't anything exciting. It was a Toyota Celica.
Woo! And it was old enough to be rear wheel drive, I bet.
Oh man, it was. It reminded me of like the DeLorean because it was like silver and it was just like
What year was it?
I'm trying to think, man. It would have been.
Rob's props are going through the roof.
Yeah. I want to say maybe like an 80-something, 86 or something like that.
That might have been a rear wheel drive one because I know they used to be rear wheel drive. That might be old enough to was that. Yeah, you got some points there, man. You scored. You did score. I'll give you that.
And man, man, it was so funny because my sister she's 2 years younger than me, so I went off to school. I came back, man. She was jumping railroad tracks and stuff, and man, I remember I went back and I was like, "What's wrong with the lock on the driver's side?" And it fell to the bottom. Like the lock just dropped in the side of the door, so she had to get it. Oh, it was. Oh, and the oil light, she blew the engine is what she ended up doing. She never changed the oil or anything. It just.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
If it was I don't know if it was 86 or not. I'm trying to look and see what the other. Because I think it was a 4-door. So I'm trying to find. I'm going like.
He's Lugoling it right now.
Yeah, Lugo checking it out, man.
he's Lugo images right now.
It wasn't a hatchback. Let's see. No, it was newer. Maybe it was. Yeah, I'm gonna find it though. But it was up there. Definitely wasn't a hatchback. I think.
Hey, Dave.
Yep.
Dave, jump in. We got Dave. He's on all the blogs. Labs. Yeah, he jumps around.
Oh,
on, Dave.
Yeah, he hit me up. Yeah, come on in, man. Heroics. Let's see.
He's. I don't know what he's doing. I want to know what he drives. I think this is great. You get these people in there and just talk. This is cool, man.
Yeah, this is a nice platform. It really is.
You got guys. You got everybody. Driving Dodge Dakotas, Toyota Corollas. You got everything.
Everything.
Cool, no, Celica. Toyota Celica.
I'm sorry. Oh my
God. Don't insult.
Get it right now. I'm teasing.
Oh my God.
So I'm trying to still find this thing because it had like the little pop-up lights and everything, but it wasn't a hatchback.
It had pop-up lights?
Yeah. Yep.
You sure it wasn't like an 86?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. I think it was 86 Celica, but I'm trying to find. But I don't think it was a. I don't think it was a hatchback, but I don't see anything other than.
Come on, Dave, jump in. I see you.
Yeah, come on.
You can't hide. Yeah. One of my friends had one of those, man, and that thing, he had had it juiced up, man. Back then, we had the Cutlass and the big cars, and he'd just whoop us all day.
Yeah. Well, they had.
I'll get him after the quarter mile, but he'd get us on the start.
I think they had the 22R, the Force, and that was like the Toyota standard engine. That thing is pretty bulletproof, And they do they make a ton of parts for it. They man, if it's the one I'm thinking of, there's it's kind of swoopy looking. It's the one I'm thinking of, but I'm not sure what model it is. And it was rear wheel drive because I remember there was a guy that had one he had like 295 50s on it, so it was all back halved and everything. And that thing scooted, man.
Yeah, they ran pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't I'm not savvy with them because I don't know that I'm just not one of the cars I build.
So I'll tell you a pretty funny story. Well, not funny.
Come on.
All right, so I had the Celica, right? And I at the time I was living out in Chicago in the suburbs out there, and it was just cornfields, man. So we get these cars going, and back there it's just straight. There's not turns and all this hills, and it's just pretty much just straight. And so, man, I would get that thing, I'd bury it, that the Celica. We're in the back roads, burying our fear was like a deer or something to come out, and then you're just
no kidding,
you're done. And actually, I didn't know the guy, but a guy we went to school with was riding his motorcycle back there, and he hit a deer and split the deer clean in half. They found his bike and they couldn't find him, and they were like looking, and here he was like 100 or so yards. I mean, that's how fast he was going. He was way down there. So anyway, we're up there and we're just we're driving this car and we're just flooring it. I think it was like 110 was where the needle buried or whatever, and we were just flying. So we get towards this intersection, and we see the intersection coming, and we see a truck coming the other way, and so it's like slam on the brakes, and then we're going. It was literally one of those things like in the movie where you see them like going like this, and we were like it was braking, and we actually missed the truck, but we were in the intersection. Like the truck just went vroom, and then we stopped like a car length into the intersection. So it was pretty crazy. So we just kind of looked at each other like, whoa,
damn.
It was pretty nuts. But yeah, like I said, then my sister got a hold of it, and she was jumping. They had like this train tracks that would go up a hill, and then it would like come down, and so she was just flying, and she'd get air and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
that's funny to hear that your sister's doing this kind of stuff.
She was doing the whole Joey Chitwood thing. Thrills and spills.
No, she was crazy in it, man. She was crazy. So.
That's nuts.
I'm gonna tell you about my wife's first car. She had a 80, might have been like 82 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham.
Yeah.
This thing was so rusted up. When only one window worked, it was a 4-door. So I'm trying to trade it in at the dealership, right? I gotta get her in something nice. We're just dating, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to get her another car. So we go to the dealership, and I'm talking to the dealer, and I turn around and the car is on fire.
What?
And she's sitting there, and the smoke coming out from under the hood. I'm like, babe, get out the car. So needless to say, he didn't want to trade the car.
Yeah. I don't know why though. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good car. Just a little smoke.
Oh my God. That's insane.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, guys, it's 10:01. We did another hour. So I'm gonna start posting for next week.
Okay.
And what are we gonna make the topic on? Let's pick a topic now, the three of us, so we know, so we got it. I'm even gonna write it down.
Let's see.
That way we, because I'm gonna start posting it so we can really get it out there. I've got my Sharpay.
How about like you do like I don't know if you could do a future one, but do like 3 cars. You pick a car from the past, a car from the current, and then like a future car or something like a pick, attributes from all different kind of cars. I don't know if that's too crazy out there, or maybe just one from the past and one from the current.
Yeah, that might work. Or even maybe like something that you might want to do to a car, like maybe build a car or
take this out of an old muscle car plus this out of a new car or whatever, and then Lou will build it for us for the next one.
Yep, he'll have it done next Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tonight.
There you go. And a sidecar off a motorcycle, and
Emily jumped in earlier, but she was at the club.
Oh, tonight.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
She was drinking some wine. I think she was in a business meeting or something.
Right. Yeah, that's what I always say.
Yeah,
Business
blame
meeting.
it on the business. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to put our business out here. I'm Lewis from All Ins Magazine. We thank everybody for coming in, and we hope we can get some good footage and good things for you guys for next week. We can stay on, but I'm just going to stop recording now.
Stop recording. Hold on, I'm doing it now.
Yep.
Pictures. I'm going to find it. And bam. Okay.
And then hit upload down below, like in between the ads, it'll say upload.
Oh.
And then it should say uploaded to, if you copy that link and then paste it down.
Right.
You'll have it.
It's thinking. Yeah. It's thinking. And it's got the what the? Hold on. It said no file chosen. Let me try it again. Hold on. Maybe it's too big. Choose file. Image size must be under 1 megabyte.
Oh,
I guess it is.
Might be too big. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's too big. Yeah, it's got to be too big because it did it. It did it again where it didn't. It's not doing it.
Yeah, it must be too big. You might have to shrink the image. Like if you depending on what you have, like if you open the image and then just resize it, pretty like low down there.
All right, let me hold on.
We had 52 people come through, so.
All right, hold on.
Yes. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
If I want to resize it, I right click.
Yeah, you can usually right click it or you can open it. And like if you open it up and then what are you on, a Mac or PC?
It's a PC.
Yeah, if you open it up in like picture viewer or whatever, it should give you the option like edit, resize, and then you can resize it down.
Got you. Yeah,
that's a picture from the O right there.
Below.
Oh, I think I got it. All right, so now what's this? Actual size. Whoa, it's big. I can just use the magnifying glass to make it smaller.
Usually when you're in there, like what program did it open up with when you opened it?
That picture viewer.
Yeah, is there like a thing? I'm on a Mac right now, so I don't know what it is. I think it's if you go up to the top, it should give you like an option, like under File, Edit, View, somewhere there. It should say like resize.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that says that yet. I'm looking now. I may have to play with it, but I see where it's going. Go to media impression. What's this? Best fit, one actual size. Zoom out, zoom in. Slideshow, rotate. Huh. I'll play with it now that I got an idea.
Yeah, so just save that URL somewhere. You can always look for secure hosting. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save the URL. Yeah. That way I got the one, because this is the one. If I know it.
Oh, that's sweet.
If it's one of those things, I know it. I know it's the one I'm learning with. I'm just gonna stay with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna try and reinvent the fucking wheel.
So, John, give us some ideas of how we can get sponsors and stuff like that.
Wow. Well, you gotta get.
We're trying to retire.
First thing you gotta do is get people to talk about themselves and what they're about. If it's somebody who's got a product, you gotta give them you gotta give them that voice. I mean, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to talk about what they've got and what they're doing. So it's getting people interested. But they're gonna say, well, who's watching? Well, now you gotta build an audience. So it's really about building an audience first to get the demand, so people, because everybody thinks they're gonna get a sale off this thing. Right now, this is a giant experimental lab rat, and right. I think it's a good tool. It's just got to be used right. And it's got to be solid information. It's got to be something where they got their 15 minutes. That's it. That's all they can. You can't, because I watched people move in and out, and that's kind of what I was watching. Attention span's about 7 to 8 minutes, and people start bouncing.
Right.
They got kind of rapid fire and go through different things, and that's when I shut up and said, I got to get out.